Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Read from Adi-Lila, chapter 5, text 133. Ateva Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gosai, Sarva Avatar Lila, Kari Sabare Dekhai. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Srila Prabhupada. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has exhibited to everyone all the pastimes of all the various incarnations. So, reading on E Rupe Nityananda Ananta Prakash Se Bhave Kahe Muni Chaitanya Das. Thus, Lord Nityananda has unlimited incarnations. In transcendental emotion, he calls himself a servant of Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Nityananda, who's the source of all incarnations, as we have been hearing, that Shirodakshai Vishnu is coming from Sankarshan, from Mula Sankarshan, who is a plenary portion of Lord Nityananda. So Lord Nityananda, all incarnations are coming from him. Yet, how does he view himself? How does he think of himself? He calls himself a servant of Lord Chaitanya. He's God himself, but he's calling himself servant of God, like that. So Lord Chaitanya is Radha and Krishna combined, and Lord Nityananda, he acts as the original, he is the original Guru. Lord Balaram teaches how to serve, what the mood should be. Kabu Guru, Kabu Sakha, Kabu Britya Lila, Purve Yena Tine Bhave, Vraje Kaila Khela. Sometimes he serves Lord Chaitanya as his Guru, sometimes as his friend, and sometimes as his servant. Just as Lord Balaram played with Lord Krishna in these three different moods in Braja. So the relationship between Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda is like Krishna and Balaram. Sometimes Balaramji is acting as Krishna's friend. Sometimes Balaramji is acting as Krishna's guru by giving him nice instructions. And sometimes he's acting as his servant. Balaramji would act as Krishna's servant. He would press his feet also sometimes. So that is Balaramji's mood. He wants to, because when he came as Lakshman, when Balaramji came as Lakshman, then Ramchandra, because he's the older brother, would never let Lakshman serve him. He would say, no, I'm renounced. I'm in the forest, I'm supposed to have given up the kingdom. My father said, come, give up the kingdom, live like a renounced person in the forest. Don't give me all this services. Let me live like a renunciant. Let me perform my duty properly. And then Lakshman, who's Balaramji himself, he would get irritated. Lord Ramachandra, he's the Supreme Lord. Why are you doing these things? Why you have to be so renounced? I want to serve you. He said, next time I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to come as your elder brother. So then I can do what I want to do. I want to serve you. You're not letting me serve you. I'll come as your elder brother and then I will serve you. So he came as Balaramji. And he would serve to Lord Krishna. And as Lord Nityananda also. Lord Nityananda, it's service to Lord Chaitanya. That's the mood. Rashahana. So here, the source of all incarnations. He's the source of all incarnations, Lord Nityananda. And yet his mood is, I want to serve. If we look at ourselves, little bit something we create, and we think we are so great. I'm the one who's doing it. I did it. Why should I listen to anyone? It is just me. And here, Lord Nityananda, the whole material and spiritual manifestation is resting on his energy. And what is his mood? I want to serve. I want to serve Krishna. I want to serve everyone. That's his mood of service. Sheva Bhav. That's his mood. And we know why I want to enjoy. I'm the controller. I'm independent. That's the reason we are here in the material world, inside a material body. Only when we give up this, mood, then that is the point of liberation. So reading on, Rishahana Krishna Sane Matamatirana Kabu Krishna Caritamrta Pada Samvahana. Playing like a bull, Lord Balaram fights with Krishna head to head. And sometimes Lord Krishna massages the feet of Lord Balaram. So they are fighting. Krishna is massaging Balaram's feet. Apana ki britya kari, Krishna Prabhu jane, Krishna ra kalara kala, apana ke mane. He considers himself a servant and knows Krishna to be his master. Thus he regards himself as a fragment of his plenary portion. So Balaramji, his mood is, I'm a servant of Krishna and Krishna is my master. That is his mood. He accepts that that Krishna is the origin and I am Krishna's servant. So here is said, we just read earlier that Krishna is massaging Balaram's feet. Earlier I said Balaram was massaging Krishna's feet, so I'm sorry, I don't know if that's right or no. But here we read Krishna is massaging Balaram's feet. So that's what we are gonna see. Then Risha Yamano Nardanto Yuyudhate Parasparam Anukritya Ruter Jantums Chiratuhu Prakrito Yatha. Acting just like ordinary boys, they played like roaring bulls as they fought each other, and they imitated the calls of various animals. So this is the Supreme Lord, Krishna and Balaram. We have been hearing the supreme, supermost excellent position. The whole material world is coming from them. The whole spiritual world is coming from them. So powerful. Everything is working under their direction. And what are they doing? Acting like ordinary boys. They are playing. They are playing like bulls are fighting with each other. The boys are fighting. And they are imitating how, animals make different noises. Lion, tiger. Children do that. Children play like that. This and the following quotation are from Bhagavatam 10, Canto 10, chapter 1140, and Canto 10, chapter 15 and 14. So this is the Supreme Lord, and this is what he's doing. Then, because of seeing this, Brahmaji became bewildered. He said, how can this small boy be the Supreme Lord? I am in a palace. I have so much power. I have so many people under me. How come these two boys? How can Krishna be the Supreme Lord? And that's why he wanted to test the power of Krishna, because that's why it's called Brahma Vimohan Lila. He became illusioned. How can this be the Supreme Lord? Playing with the boys. What is he doing? My Lord should be in the palace in Vaikuntha, surrounded by people. People are worshipping him. That's how it should be. So we can see but this is what God does in Golok Vrindavan. These are his activities. And that's what he says. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that when I come, then the foolish deride me. They are not able to understand my transcendental nature. Because we are like, oh, they just fight. They're like playing like boys. What's the big deal? How can this one be God? This is what we are not able to understand. And then Krishna calls us foolish. He says, just try to understand that I am God and these are my activities. And as soon as you understand it, you're liberated. But we are like, no. How come God is doing these things? Why should God be doing these things? Why should I listen to these things? But God is supposed to be the Supreme Soul. Is the Supreme Soul supposed to do all these things? He's playing around. He's joking around. What is happening? Supreme Soul should be somewhere, just Om Shanti Shanti or something. But he's saying, this is me and this is what I do. Just try to understand it. And then he says, how will you understand it? He says, engage in bhakti. Engage in devotional service and you will be able to understand it. So that is what is our endeavor then. And also we have to understand, because God is unlimited and we are limited, we will be able to understand him to the degree that he reveals himself to us. To the degree the individual soul can understand the Supreme Soul, to the degree that the Supreme Soul reveals himself. Yeah, no one can understand the unlimited in full, no? Because even though we are souls, even when we are liberated on the liberated platform, we are still not unlimited. The soul is not unlimited. The soul is individual, but the Supreme Soul is unlimited. That's the difference. So, Kvachit krida parishrantam go to sango pabarhanam swayam vishramayati aryam pada samva anadibihi. Sometimes when Lord Krishna's elder brother, Lord Balaram, felt tired after playing and lay his head on the lap of a cowherd boy, Lord Krishna himself served him by massaging his feet. So there's reciprocation. Balaram and Krishna, they are reciprocating, lovingly serving each other. It's based on love. Any questions or comments? No, then we'll stop here for today. Shri Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande. Hari Bol. Thank you so much for listening and joining in. Hare Krishna.